All right, we are live. We're going to wait a minute or two, let everyone roll in, and then we're going to dive right in. Please hold any questions on individual games until the end. And if there's time, we will go over individual games. We're going to start from the top and go through them. So let's just wait a minute for everyone to come on in. Welcome, brother. God bless you and yours, Neil. Thank you. Thank you. Brian, welcome to the party, brother. All right. All right. What a Saturday of college football. What a Saturday of college football. I told you it's coming into 2025. This was going to be the best year of college football and NFL since that record-breaking 2020. And so far, so good. We're one bet away from being up 100 units already in college football for 2025. And someone had the nerve to say, oh, you did it with extra board games, though. So what did we do yesterday? 0 extra board games. Instead, we nailed Ohio State, Washington, Penn State, Oregon, Alabama, Georgia. Was that enough high profile for you guys? Or was that hard to find too? Were those numbers difficult to find? Because they're pretty easy for us. Let's go. It's cocky time. It's time to get that confidence to that next level, because we're not done. We're not done. We're just warming up. Bro, we're not even out of fucking September. Are you kidding me? We're not even out of September. We will break record this college football and NFL season. That much you can be sure of. The information I have at my fingertips right now, I swear to you, I can't remember the last time I had this much to filter through. And it's on me. It's on me to filter it correctly. So far in college football, we've done that. We won in week 0. We won in week 1. We won in week 2. We won in week 3, right? And last night, we won in week 4. We won every single week of college football. There's no reason any subscriber should not be up money. We're up money in NFL regular season. Number 1 in profit there. We didn't have a good preseason. I admit it. And usually that's where we do a lot of damage. Fortunately, I limited the damage. When I saw that they weren't on point, I didn't push it. I didn't chase it. I said, let's just wait for the regular season. I've seen this before where they just haven't been dialed in for the preseason. And then all of a sudden, they just erupt when the regular season starts. And that's exactly what I expected. And that's why we took advantage of it. The first week or two of college football, what did I say? I will give you the volume that I get so you can see what my Saturday looks like. And you don't have to chase any bad numbers. You will get more than enough winning information that you could just bet the ones that you find, and you will make money. If you can't make money off this information, you're not going to make money betting sports. Again, I'm just telling you how it is. I've done this for a very, very, very long time. And right now, the info that we're getting in NFL, in college football, what's about to come in college basketball, NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball playoffs. If you manage risk correctly, you will make money. There's nothing the books can do about it. Exactly like I told during the blackjack course. What did I tell my guys during the blackjack course? If you learn this system, there's nothing the casino can do. You're going to beat them. I will teach you exactly what to do. And if you can replicate that, you will be favored. Well, with the sports, here's what I'm telling you. If you manage your risk correctly, if you bet size correctly, you're going to make money. There's nothing the book can do about it. Your job is to find books because you're going to be getting dropped, and to find books so you can shop for the best number. That's your job. You're a mover. You have a pipeline for winning information. You don't even have to worry about that anymore. Your job is to use that winning information to profit with. And the way you do that is simple. Find bookmakers so you can get down at good numbers, and the rest will take care of itself. I told you that before. And the way you bet size correctly is simple. You limit your risk of ruin. You, as the bettor, If you're a winning bettor, you decide your risk of ruin. You could determine what your risk of ruin is, the chances of you losing your bankroll. That's correct. I work with an 80-20 risk of ruin. That means I am comfortable doubling my bank 8 out of 10 times, but I know going in, I'm going to lose my bankroll 2 out of 10 times, even with that edge. But that's okay, because I'm going to double it the other 8. So that time I do lose it, I just move in the other bankroll. It's that simple. But to do that, I need 400 units. That's correct. So if you're betting $10 a unit, you need $4,000 just to have an 80-20. That's correct. If you have $4,000 and you're betting $10 per unit, you will still go broke 2 out of 10 times. So imagine if you're betting 100 a unit, 200 a unit, 500 a unit, like many are out there doing. Again, how many out there with a $5,000 bankroll are betting $5, $10? Not many, right? Well, now you know why 99.5% of all sports bettors are down money betting sports. It's that easy. So you're going to say, wait, with a $5,000 bankroll, you want me betting $10, $20? Yeah. If you want to be in that 0.5% that actually turns a profit, yeah. Because I'll tell you the truth. With that 5,000, let's say you have a 20% return on investment after 12 months. Okay, you make $1,000. In the gambling world, people are going to be like, what? I made only $1,000, all $5,000? What's that? Is it not better than losing the 5, which 99.5% are going to do? 99.5% are going to lose that 5,000. That 0.5%, they're going to make 20% on that $5,000. But that's not enough, because we equate betting and gambling with big scores. And that's why the sports books continue to show us on its social media those great posts of those same game parlays and those big scores of bettors putting up $25 and making life-changing money. Bro, that's where they make their bread and butter. There's a reason that's what they're promoting. They're not telling you to straight bet. They're not telling you to bet size correctly. They're promoting lottery. That's what they're doing. They're having you use your emotional brain, not your rational brain, because you guys are sharp enough. You're rational enough to see through that bullshit. But what happens is we get emotional. Why? Because it's our ego on the line. We have an opinion, and it's our cash on the line. So we get emotional, and that's what the books depend on, because most of us are rational enough to realize that if a book tells us that they're making 30, 40% of their profit from parlays compared to only 5% from straight bets, we probably shouldn't be parlaying. I care about you guys. Listen, I'm talking from a level of experience. I'm not talking down on you from authority. I'm the example. I lost bankroll after bankroll after bankroll. I'm not ashamed to admit it. That was the price of my education. That's why I have a MIT doctorate in sports betting, because I paid for it through losses. You could avoid a lot of that by doing it correctly or attempting to. And the number one rule I want you to take away from this is simple. Bet size small in relation to your bankroll, and you could print money over and over and over again if you're a plus EV bettor. That's correct. But it's on you to bet size correctly. I won't go into the 0.25% and all that shit. We don't have enough time. So I'll a simple rule of thumb across the board. Before you get into unit sizing and bet spreads and making it difficult, prove to yourself you could win betting 1% of your bankroll per play. Do that for 3 months, 6 months. That's it. You got $1,000, bet $10 a game. Prove to yourself that after 6 months, you have more than $1,000 there. And don't ever change your bet size, whether you win 10 in a row or lose 10 in a row. Do that. That's the discipline it takes to be in that 0.5%. That's what we're doing. And that's why the SteamRoom's here. So you could see how someone that actually bets for profit does it for real. It's hard. It ain't easy, bro. Our edges aren't big. Our margins are slim. But if done right and you have winning information, you could make a lot of money, and it's a pretty good life. It's a lot of fun. It could be worse. It could be worse. Now, I'm not even looking at questions, so don't waste your time with them, because right now it ain't about questions. Right now it's about going through all the NFL games as quickly as possible, share all the information, and then we narrow some shit down, because you guys are here to make some money today. So I got to share with you those premium plays, because I already fired 6 of them. We've already fired 6 premiums today. See, this is the mentality. This is the mentality of losers have. And I'm sorry, but I have to call you out. That's a loser mentality. See, someone that can't do it says that. Do you honestly think this gentleman says that if they were making money, they would be on YouTube? Yeah. Because that's enjoyable and I fucking love it. And yeah, I make a lot of money. I have money. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. And there's a lot of people on YouTube that are enjoying what they do and make a lot of money. Are you kidding me? That's the stupidest comment I've ever heard in my life. Mr. Beast don't make money. Joe Rogan didn't make money. He stayed on YouTube. That's so stupid. That's such a broke mentality. It's like if they were if he was winning, he wouldn't be selling pigs. Are you kidding me? Why wouldn't I? I have access to the rarest form of information that's valuable, that's worth it to people. Why wouldn't I sell it? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We've documented 8 of 10 winning years. That information is so freaking valuable. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. If they were making money betting, they wouldn't be selling it. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. That's the most foolish thing I've ever heard in my life. Let's dive in here. It's not even to pick on anyone. It's just, dude, you got to have the right attitude in life. You can't be a victim. You can't think just because you're not doing it that everyone else is talking shit that it can't be done. I had that mentality too, and it kept me broke. I had it. I had that same ego, and then I checked it at the door, and I realized, let me surround myself by smart people, smarter people than me. Let me surround myself with wealthier people than me. Let me surround myself by people that actually aspire to be like. Because what happens in life, brother, I don't know if you know this, but look around you. You probably have the exact same lifestyle as the 5 people closest to you. Like my father used to tell me, my dad used to say, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. And it's the same thing with life and status. Show me your 5 closest friends, your 5 closest associates, and I'll tell you exactly how much success you have. You got to check that. You got to check that. You got to leave that ego at the door and surround yourself by those that actually are making money doing what you want to do. So you learn to do it, not be pissed that they're doing it and then knock it and say, just because you're not doing it, that means no one's able to do it, because we're doing it. There's a lot of people on this call right now that gave me accounts that are working with me. Ask them what they're up betting sports. They're in that 0.5% that actually is up money betting sports in 2025. Again, it's not a resume. It's not an infomercial. I'm not trying to sell you shit. I haven't given up a link yet. I haven't even given any coupon codes. I haven't even told you to go buy today's package or long-term package, because I know anyone sharp out there already knows all the nonsense and bullshit's that's out there. And you know what we're offering. If you want to be Team Ace, you know what to do. You go to Wager Talk, you sign up. And if your goal's the same as mine, I won't disappoint you. And I have one goal only, sir. And that's when December 31st rolls around, for me to be able to come up on YouTube and say, over the last 12 months, we made money betting sports. This is what we're up in 2025. This is what we made. If that's your goal, I won't disappoint you. But if your goal is you need to win today's bet, or you need to win this week because you can't pay your book, or you got to pay your rent, bro, no. I'm not for you. I'm not for you. I'm for serious people that want to use sports betting as an investment vehicle. There's enough free picks out there. All that nonsense, they'll tell you everything you want to hear. Not in this room. In this room, we keep it real. We know how few people actually do this shit and make money doing it. We're here to do that. Let's make some money. Let's start off. We're going to go right to the top. You ready? Pull up your screen. Pull up your screen. Pittsburgh is already going to knock out so many of those parlays and teasers today. Let's go to Philadelphia and Tampa Bay. Philly and Tampa Bay. You know what we have? We have the under. We got the under in Philadelphia and Tampa Bay. We bet the under 44.5. That line right now is sitting at 44. We got a little better number than where it sits right now. Nothing to brag about. I personally like the Philadelphia Eagles, and in putting them to the side, the Eagles are a possible pick for us. So let me put them to the side. I'm liking the Eagles. I'm liking Philadelphia. Usually a team like this would be so overvalued the way they've been playing. But it's that Super Bowl hangover people think. Where I look at Tampa, bro, this is a phony as a $3 bill. This team could be 0-3. They've won all 3 games by a combined 5 points. That point differential is not the point differential of a 3-0 team. So on paper, Tampa's is not a 3-0 team. They've gotten lucky. If I dug in, I would either find out that the teams they played did terrible with turnovers, had penalties, like luck. There's a lot of luck to how Tampa won those games. So for me, I like Philadelphia. Let's put them down on the potential list. And we'll narrow that down in about 30 minutes, whether we fire or not. But let's put that down. 253. Philadelphia. Let's go. Let's move on. Next play. Like I said, I'm going to go through quick. So far, I have no player props to share. I'll check that again before we wrap up. Share some of them player props. The only problem is you guys know that they've been in the steam room before. Those lines move quick as they come in. All right, you guys ready? We have a premium play right now. We have a premium play right now. Okay? Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills against the Saints. This is a 4% play. We're going team total. You're getting live bets. Live bets. Now you're doing it for real. Okay? We're going under 31.5, minus 115. In a minute, that's going to be minus 120. In 10 minutes, that's going to be minus 125. So don't you wait. Bills total, under 31.5. Team total. 4% play. Boom. It's good to minus 125. It's good to minus 125 as a 4% play. Buffalo Bills, game 256. 256. Let me sure I add that to the list. 256. Under 31.5. Buffalo, team total, 4%. We are rocking. We are rocking. Let's go. Let's make some fucking money today. I'm feeling it. Oh, hold on. I got to bury this other book. This guy talked shit when he paid me. We'll see. He's only getting gold. Only getting gold. Usually I'll throw in like some parlay. Just give him a little negative EV shit to keep him. No. No, sir. No, sir. You're getting nothing but gold. We're just going to drill him till he drops me. That's all. There you go. You're about to get hit with under 31.5, sir. Yes, you are. Oh, you got minus 115? Thank you. No, thank you, sir. Boom. In. We're in. Let's go. Let's keep making money. What? That bet has expired. Already line movement? You motherfuckers are beating me to it, huh? Okay. All right, we're on Buffalo, New Orleans. You know what I like on that game already, okay? You know I like New Orleans. I love New Orleans when that line opened. I'm only upset that I didn't give it out at plus 17 to my subscribers. Instead, I got you down at what, 16 and a half, I think. So we beat the line. We got a good number. We placed a great bet. Now let's see what they do. They got to do their job. We did ours. We fucking did ours. Are you kidding me? You can't do better than we did. Well, only if I got you down on 17, then I'd done a better job. Come on, get more people in here. We're having fun. We're making money. Let's go. All right, so I'm on the Saints. And I did see sharp money go over in the game, But as you can see, we're going under team total on Buffalo, which is good for the Saints bet, I don't like the over in the game. I don't like the total at all. I don't have any team. I do have a prop, actually. A player prop came in. Let me give that to you. It's probably not available anymore. But it's, oh yeah. It's the KC game. KC, Xavier Worthy, go over 45.5. Xavier Worthy over 45.5. That's receiving yards, obviously. All right. So New Orleans, Buffalo, you know what I like. I like New Orleans. I'm on the New Orleans side. Next up, Carolina and New England. What can I share here? Not much movement at all, even from the look ahead. And the total, obviously, when it went down a little bit, half point, nothing major, nothing big here. As far as what the betting public looks to be doing in this game, it's good two-way action, nothing sticking out. This is exactly what it should be in an ugly game like this. Real fast, I'm going to give you guys the passing success rate. Remember, this is what, because I don't have time to give you all my handicapping, but this is the one metric that I use more than any else for my picks. And it's passing success rate, both offensively and defensively. Now, the quarterbacks right now with the best offensive success, passing success rate of 50% or better. 50% or better, there's only 7 quarterbacks. It's Justin Herbert, Jackson, Mac Jones, Josh Allen, Stafford, Goff, and number one, Daniel Jones. Okay? All of those have a winning record except for Baltimore, except for Lamar Jackson. But that's why looking right now at New England and what's it called? Carolina, just looking at the fact that May is a top 10 quarterback in passing success rate, where I look at Bryce Young, he's in the bottom 10. You know, my initial lean goes towards New England. Power rating wise, though, what did I make that game? Yeah, I only made the game 3. So I have conflicts. When you have conflicts like that, when you have the metrics and market interpretation that conflicts, you just let it go. You pass. You don't try to convince yourself that one is more important than the other. Whenever there's contradicting information, that's why I even buy back games. And I know it pisses subscribers off. And believe me, it would be much easier for me to just roll the dice and buy it back for myself and not tell anyone anything. But I feel an obligation, and out of respect to you guys, I let you know. So let's say we bet a game on Tuesday at -3 and it goes to 3.5 like it's supposed to, maybe even 4. But then later in the week, we get information on the other side. I'm going to buy back. I'm going to pay the juice to get off the game completely. And I will send that out to subscribers. And I know it pisses people off, but I would much rather tell you this is exactly what I'm doing than roll the dice and hope that, you guys are on the right side. So again, when I have conflicting data like that, I'm just going to pass. I'm just going to let it go. So I don't see anything in New England and Carolina to get me excited on the side or the total. Let's go to Washington and Atlanta. Now, Atlanta got steamed, but Atlanta got steamed as a dog. They got steamed at +1.5. They got steamed on the money line. Since then, it's been all public money driving it up on the Atlanta side against Washington. There's a lot of love on Atlanta, and you're seeing the under got steamed earlier in the week based on the look ahead. And then since then, though, you're getting under action. So again, more conflicting. When games conflict like that, when data conflicts like that, you just let it go. You go to where the picture is clearest. You want to get your money in good. That's the key. the picture is clear. You don't want to feel like you're guessing. And then you want to make sure that you're betting it at an optimum time, meaning you're getting a line at a good number. You're not last. You never want to be the guy buying last. I talked about it with Bitcoin. And everybody's saying it's going to 200, going to 200. Well, what if you believe that and you bought at 118? Now at 110, what do? You have a decision to make. If it goes down to 100, you got a bigger decision to make. But what if you bought from a position of strength and you bought early and you bought at 60,000 or 70,000 or even 80,000? That drop doesn't scare you. That's the difference between buying from a position of strength or buying from a position of weakness. It's the same with betting. Are you betting from a position of strength or weakness? And if you're getting late to the party, meaning you're always betting the closing line and the line never gets, you're never getting any closing line value, then you probably got to revisit your thesis, because somewhere your approach is incorrect, regardless of short-term results. Now with Washington and Atlanta, again, Washington's coming off a easy win against the Raiders in a game they covered. Now they're back on the road. This is only their second road game. Remember, they got beat by handedly got beat by Green Bay. Atlanta, though, they're in search of their first home win. They're coming off an ugly beating where they got shut out about Carolina. I don't know why everyone's so excited about betting Atlanta today. Like, you have a team that has one win. That was as a dog on the road. I get it. They're returning home, but I don't know. I don't see anything to make me excited about laying points with Atlanta at home. Call me square, but I'd be on Washington or pass right now where it sits. In fact, I would like to tease Washington. I just can't because it's a -3, and it doesn't help me. We only use teasers for numbers. We don't tease teams. Yeah, I mean, right now at -3 at Bet Online, -3 at Paradise, -3 at Buckeye, I can't tease up, or I would love to be teasing Washington. It's a perfect teaser. The total got steamed from 46 to 43. They're expecting lower scoring. Like, all that lines up great to tease. But you can't do it if it's not in the numbers that we want. Remember, we're 7-1 on these teasers because we've kept very strict rules. I don't adjust my rules. I don't break them. Just like my bet sizing, I won't break my rules. You got to be steadfast in your rules. And unfortunately, we can't break that up there. All right, let's go to Detroit. Detroit also catching sharp money early. Surprising this total's dropping. Now, the Sharps got down on Detroit at 9.5. Now you're looking at 10. Whew. Tough game. Detroit's the best team in the NFL, power rating wise. It's hard to argue that right now. It's them, then Buffalo, believe it or not, then Baltimore and Philadelphia, Green Bay, they're all right there. But now we're looking at a Detroit team giving double digits to Cleveland. Let's dig into this a little bit. Give me a sec. Let me pull this up. All right. Public's betting it over. Not that it matters, but they are betting it over. We look at the side. You have a Cleveland team that's coming in, off a nice big win off Green Bay. And they have Minnesota next, so nothing really on board for them. Detroit's coming off a even bigger win against Baltimore, prime time, and they're at Cincinnati. Now, this is a little bit too many points. It's a little bit too high to be giving Cleveland this many. I made my line. Let me see. Yeah, 8.5. We're going to have to bet this. I'm going to have to bet this. I'm going to have to go 3%. You ready? Game 261. Game 261. Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns. 3% play. 3% only. And we're going to take plus 10. Plus 10. Plus 10 on Cleveland. Plus 10 on Cleveland. It's good to minus 115. Everybody should be able to get 10. I mean, I'm sure there's even 10 and a halves out there, but. Wow, we have more bets already than I expected. Cleveland. That's a 3% on Cleveland. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 premium plays. 8 premium plays so far. Yeah, J-Bo, not a good day in UFC yesterday, man. Some of those dogs didn't get there for us, but overall was a great Saturday. And anytime you're in top 3 over the last 3 days, top 3 over the last 7 days, top 3 over the last 30 days in profit overall, I'll take it. You can't beat every market every day, but when the dust settles, when you zoom out, numbers never lie. You know, I would have loved, I wish I would have loved a winning day yesterday in MMA. If we would have beat the UFC yesterday, woo, I'd be sitting really pretty. But, you know, you can't beat every market every month. Yesterday was college football that cooperated with us and let us bitch slap her. All right, let me see if anything else came in. Okay, we are good. All right, nothing so far. Yeah, historically, man, the UFC's just been so good to me. I just had a tough 2 months here in the fall where it just has not gone well. But that's going to change. That's the thing you got to remember. And here's where a lot of bettors do it wrong. Like I even see it because I'm in the pick industry, and I see like they'll buy always the guy that's hottest. But most, like I say, that's their emotional brain, because the reasonable brain, their rational brain should tell them, is that sustainable? Like if I came in right now and I was off over the last 2 weeks in NFL, I was 22-4. Okay. And, you know, close to 85%. You got to ask yourself, is that even sustainable? There's no way he's going to be able to sustain that. But we do the opposite. We see that. We're like, yeah, FOMO, fear of missing out. I got to jump on that. But that's usually when that's going to regress back towards the mean. And no one's mean is hitting 85% of their bets. And I see bettors do that all the time. Like they'll always go to buy the hottest guy and then get disappointed when the week they buy or the month they buy, that guy doesn't crush it. But if he just had his best 2 or 3 months, that's hard to sustain. Like you can't time markets. You can't time them. It's your time in it. That's the key. It took me a long time to realize that. And I kept waiting for my big score with everything. When I make that big score, I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to save the right way. I'm going to invest the right way. I'm going to bet the right way as soon as I get that big score. But then I realized I learned one lesson in life, that if I can't make money with $1,000 bankroll, I'm not making it with 100,000. That's just that simple. If I don't have the discipline and knowledge and ability to do it with 1,000, there's no way I'm going to be able to do it with 100,000. Nothing's going to change. The only thing's going to change, I'm going to lose more. And that's why I say, you know, like that with MMA right now. I have a history of crushing MMA historically. I'm in a good spot. I work with the UFC. I talk with a lot of people in the know. I get good information. So I should have good results. But over the last 2-3 months, I've struggled in MMA. That is a buy signal for me. Like for me, that would be a turn. I would be excited about what I would be expecting coming up in MMA. And it took me a while to learn to invest like that. And I learned it mostly doing with stocks. When I was taught the only way you're going to make money in this industry is if you run into a burning building while everyone's running out. And that's the hardest thing to do, you know, because usually everyone's running out and you have to have the balls to run into that burning building. When that stock is dropping and crashing and all the news on CNBC is like, they're going bankrupt, it's going to zero, sell, 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 sell. You have the conviction and the ability and the knowledge at that time to actually say, no, it's not. I'm buying now. That's a skill. It takes a while to acquire. And that took me a long time, that discipline to take advantage of winning information coming off of a cold stretch. Even with the groups I work with, I do that all the time. All right, let's roll. Because in 10 minutes, we're going to do the teasers. And any last questions, we'll get as far as we can. Subscribers, you know how we do it. The later games, you're going to get those probably an hour before the later games kick off. And then the Sunday night game, you'll get that too, if we're able to confirm. It took me a while, Winston. See, I didn't have any financial education, nothing. Unfortunately, I lost my father young, and so I didn't have anyone in my life to guide me. I learned everything from trial and error. And I didn't know how to save money. I didn't know how to invest money. Even when I was making good money, I didn't know how to protect it, how to grow it. And I spent a lot of money learning that. And I realized just how much it all carries over to everything you do in life. Like if you don't have discipline in how you eat, you probably don't have discipline in how you bet and how you do this. And like it all translates in life where you're at least I found for myself. And when I'm in that zone and doing things the right way, like you have enough life experience to know when you're doing things right or when you're doing things wrong. And luckily, we've made enough mistakes to know that difference. Now let's go to Houston and Tennessee. Now this is an interesting game because Houston's now up through 7.5. Up through 7.5. Now we know there was sharp money on that Houston side early at 6.5 and 7. So we know that as far as Houston. I can also tell you that there's under money from sharps. They went under in the first half. Tennessee Houston under 20. Tennessee Houston under 20. Sharp first half move. Oh, hold on. Shit. I got to put that to the side too. I'm starting to like over in the Washington and Atlanta. But I'm not sure I'll be able to confirm that. Tennessee Houston, like I said, Houston, sharp action. If it was 7.5 across, we would look to tease them. We still have some time. Hopefully that one climbs. Yeah, first half under 20 was the side there. That was the sharp bet. It's still available. I'm surprised. At -115. I'm not betting it. I didn't bet it. I moved it for the group we work with, but I didn't love it enough to share to subscribers. Like I have to like it myself to use with subscribers. Otherwise, I'm just betting it. I'm just moving it. Yeah, Steve. No. I'm at Trump Tower. I moved in the Trump Tower. I'll be staying here probably through the end of the year. Maybe Super Bowl. I'm not sure. We'll see. But it's like, yeah, winds across from me, right across the street. And the Hilton's right there too. And the mall's right across the street. Great location. And you get to not have to be on the strip. Because I was ready to move into next door to Cosmo at those towers, the beer towers. But I didn't want to be on the strip. I was like, when F1 comes, forget about it, man. But I needed a place quickly. I needed it furnished. And there wasn't much available. It was the Palms, which I already lived at. And it's okay. It's cool. It's just going downhill. It was Trump, which is nice crowd, nice hotel, runs it well. Waldorf Astoria, which I can't afford. I'm not paying $8,500 for a studio, no bedroom. They wanted $8,500 without a bedroom. That was crazy. That was crazy. But yeah. So Houston, I like I said, I like Houston on a teaser. We probably won't use them. We will see. We'll know over the next 7-8 minutes. Let me just get through the Giants and Chargers real fast, since we do have, and that's the last of the early action. Because here's what we have here. In the LA Rams, that's later. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. We have as you guys know, we have the Giants plus 6.5. We have the Giants plus 6.5. I thought the line was just a little bit too high. The drop off between Wilson and the rookie just isn't what this line reflects. I don't want to keep knocking on poor Russell Wilson, but just look at his quarterback rating of late. Where's the drop off? I don't see it. I don't see it. And no touchdowns, 2 interceptions last game. He's just having a terrible season, so I don't see the drop off at all. I passed on the Houston, Tennessee. Washington over for the game. Washington over 43 for the game. Let me look at that again. And then we'll revisit the Eagles, and then we'll do the teasers. And I'll go over the plays. Don't you worry. Yeah, and starting next week, I will be joining that end zone. So make sure you guys join me. I would have joined it today. I was going to jump in, but I have to go. I have 2 hours after this game's kickoff to go grab the last few things from the house that I was at before that stuff is gone for good, and got to get mail out of there before that's gone for good. So I have till noon. So when I get done the steam room, I'm going to have to jump in the car and run out there, get that done, then get back here, which will give me more than enough time for us to do the late games. But next week, Ace will be in that end zone. Let's watch some football together and have some fun. Plus, I get live stuff. That's where my value is going to come in. Anyone that's giving me accounts knows that's where we've done the damage, like the big damage. If you have a live accounts, so yeah, live NFL is going to come in every week. 2, 3, 4 live NFL bets will be happening. So I want to be on there for that because it's really good information that I could share with you guys. So yeah, make sure you join me next week. Thanks, boss. Thank you, brother. Yeah, make sure you join me next week in the end zone. Yeah. Yeah, with everything, Joe, that's what it comes to. It's like 3,500, 3,400. At Palms, I was only paying like, I think 2,500 and everything included. Your Wi-Fi, your electricity, your water, everything. That was a good deal. But like I said, the crowd, it's starting to go downhill over there. But compared to the house dude, you have no idea how expensive Vegas rent is. The house that I just moved into in May, like the first house I was in, that was beautiful. It was on the water. I got it. I understood why I was paying what I was paying. The second house I moved into, if you guys saw any of the videos, like you saw, the guy behind we're up close to each other. Like I didn't have a big yard, nothing. I had a little pool, but nothing huge, you know? $4,400 I was paying a month, plus $180 to the pool guy. So I was paying almost $4,600, and that's no electricity, no water, no gas, no association. That one had an association. No landscaper that you had to have a landscaper come once a month, like none of that shit. So I was paying like over $5,000 for that house. It's so ridiculous, bro. So ridiculous. So it's a blessing paying, what's it called? And have everything paid like it is here. I don't have to pay electric, have to pay none of that shit, no Wi-Fi till I figure out next move. This is perfect because all I want to do is make money betting football, NBA, college basketball, baseball playoffs, MMA. Like I'm just going to be in work mode between now and the Super Bowl, probably March Madness. So you got me a motivated ace doing nothing but freaking trying to make money betting sports. It's a good time. It's good times. All right, let me look at that real fast, and let's get these teasers out of the way, and I'll go over the plays. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I'm going to pass on the over in the Washington game. I am going to pass. Let me just look. Am I going to bet Philadelphia? Am I going to bet Philadelphia? Get to know us. Philadelphia. I love that commercial back in the day. Come on. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. You don't have to do it with me. You don't have to do it with me. Oh, yeah, I could buy the half a point at a discount. Let me see what the money line is. Okay, I'm buying it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. 3%. Last play for the morning. Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, we'll do the teasers too. I almost forgot. Eagles. 3% birds. Let's fucking go. I hate when people say that, but I'm even going to do it at minus 125. Yeah, no one should have to pay more than 130, dude. If you do it on the money line or lay the 3.5. I will make it a 3% though through minus 3.5. I will lay the 3.5 if I had to, but fortunately I don't have to. Boom. Boom. Yes, we're in action. All right. You guys ready? I'm going to give the plays real fast, and then we're going to do the teasers. All right. Here's all our plays for today. First, we have three team totals. We have Indianapolis under 10.5, first half team total. Under 10.5, first half team total, 4% play. San Francisco under 24.5. San Francisco under 24.5, full game team total, 3%. Buffalo under 31.5. Under 31.5. Buffalo, full game team total, 4%. We have one regular total, 253, under 44.5, Philly, Tampa. Now, here are the 4% sides. Only have 5 of those. 255, New Orleans plus 16.5. 266, New York Giants plus 6.5. 261, Cleveland plus 10. 253, Philly minus 3, minus 125. And 274, KC plus 3. KC plus 3. Now, let me look at teasers. And let's see what we're teasing. Come on, come on. What are these lines? All right. Making it easy on us. Plus 8. Okay. Now, if these were going off right now, This is what we'd be betting, but we're waiting because the only teasers available are on the later games. Okay. So here's the teaser. I will be sending subscribers if the line stays as is. And that's 271 Chicago teased up the plus 7.5 or 8. And Kansas City teased up also to 8.5. Now, the problem is that Baltimore, I'm seeing minus 2.5, minus 120. And at Westgate, it's minus 3. So if more books go to 3, I see Buckeyes at 3 now, then we won't be able to use them in a teaser either. And we just won't have a teaser this week. Again, we're in 7-1 on those because we stick to the rules. We don't break the rules. And if there's not one available, we don't use it. We have enough straight bets. Remember, we only use a teaser if the number's available. We don't tease teams. We don't care what we like. We're only teasing it because the teaser allows us to tease through numbers that gives us an edge. So the team becomes irrelevant. And as of right now, I would have loved to use Houston, but when I see Superbook has 7, Bet Online has 7, Circa has 7, that doesn't fall under our rule. That would be breaking the rule. And even with Baltimore, I'm seeing 3 out there. If it stays 2.5, subscribers, you will receive that parlay. Other words, we're good. We're good. I like where we're at. I like where we're at. I like our action today. I really do. Let me go through. Let me just comb through it. We got 5 minutes. We got 10 minutes. You never know. What else is coming? Yeah, that's it. Wow. Good morning. What a good morning. I told you guys it was going to be a good weekend. I said, if you're ever going to do a 3-day, this is the 3 days you wanted to do it. From Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And Friday, what did we do? We went 4-1 in college football at night games and hit our baseball 2-0 in baseball, I think, that night. Yesterday, we crushed college, and today we're going to fuck up the NFL. And I love Monday Night Football. We got 2 games tomorrow night. I love Monday Night Football tomorrow. But first, baby steps, like a real smart man once told me. Baby steps. Gianni, can you change Eagles? Oh, I could do it. What am I talking about? Eagles are -3. Eagles -3. Not +3. Let me just let them know real fast here so I don't have to slack it. All right. Recap. I gave you the recap. Come on. All right, check. Just for you, brother. 3 team totals. Under 10.5, Colts first half. Under 24.5, San Fran for the game. Under 31.5, Buffalo for the game. Then we have Philly, Tampa, under 44.5. And then here are the sides. New Orleans +16. Giants +6.5. KC +3. Cleveland +10. Philly -3. Boom. Just like that. That's how we make money in this racket. Team totals. Colts first half under 10.5. San Fran. And Buffalo under, my man. Yeah, I remember that's how much when was it? 2 years ago that I was at Palms. That's what it was at Palms too, 2,500, man. Tell me, things have gone up so much, Jag. They've gone so much in Vegas. I don't even want to live here. If I didn't have my UFC contract, like now with the new deal, I don't know if I'm going to be a part of it. But I was set to move. I was planning to move the April of 2024. I was planning to move because my contract was expired at the UFC. But then they re-signed me through this new deal through the end of this year. So December 31st. So I don't know January 1st what's going to happen with the Paramount deal. If I'm not a part of it, which you're never guaranteed with those jobs, never. Like I look at it as a blessing. I've been there 7 years. That's longer than I ever thought. And most careers don't last in television that long. So I'm proud of that and I'll take it. But I know how grateful I am and how those jobs just aren't guaranteed. And if I wasn't a part of the team anymore, I don't think I would stay in Vegas. For what? I don't go out. I don't party. Smiley, the trust, I don't have the trust in it's not a bet on the Giants. It's more of a fade of the Chargers. I think the Chargers are coming off 3 very tough games. They're traveling West Coast to East Coast. I think their stock's at its highest where this line probably should only be about a 4.5 point favorite. But because they've looked so good, Giants have looked so bad. There's that extra 1.5 or so added. But then I think the narrative between the drop off with Russell Wilson not being the starter anymore and putting in a rookie QB, I think that's a positive for the Giants. I think that should improve the Giants, at least this year's version of Russell Wilson, except for that one game. He's looked horrible. His quarterback rating has been horrific. So I don't think this kid's going to do much worse. I really don't. And that's why I just think it's more points than they should be given. And I think it's just it's a good spot for the Giants at home. Or, now back to back home games. They just lost on TV, primetime. Everyone saw they weren't even able to put up 10 points, a pro team. So I just think stock's at its lowest for the Giants, and I think the Chargers is at its highest, so it's kind of undervalued, overvalued. I liked Atlanta. I thought Atlanta made a good bet when they were the dog, and I thought they made an even better bet if you teased them up when they were the dog. Like getting Atlanta up at plus 7.5, 8 was a great bet. Those that locked that in, I got it. But now laying a field goal with Atlanta, I don't love it. Again, I'm not fading them. And it's sharp. It's definitely, I have it written down as I bet it for one of the groups at +1 actually. So I need that side to cover because I take a percentage of the action. But I don't personally love it. I don't like the other side. But don't get me wrong. I'm not betting Washington by any stretch. I put it this way. If I had a gun to my head, I would bet Atlanta. They haven't won. They lost their opener at home against Tampa, heartbreaking field goal loss. They got embarrassed at Carolina, now had to return home. So I think it's a good spot for Atlanta. I just don't love that I'd be betting it late, getting that last number. You know what I mean? And I hate that feeling of I'm late to the party. I like to feel that the line's going to keep moving after I bet, and at least I know I made a good bet. The totals that we recap, the only game total we have is Philly Tampa under 44.5, and then team totals under Buffalo 31.5, under San Fran 24.5, and under Indianapolis 10.5. That's the first half only. Nothing else. Nothing else. This one guy kills this live shit, man. I just keep hitting refresh. I sit there and okay. They bet Buffalo here again too. Buffalo under team total. Did I make that a 4%? Because I better have. They bet that again. Every time I look at that UFC, I get pissed, man. I get pissed. I thought Musasa was a 10. That's a 10 unit swing for me. If Musasa gets the decision, we pick up 4 units. Instead, we lose 6. That's a 10 unit swing. One fight. One fucking fight, man. Anyway, just got to shake it off. Shake it off. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I try, man. I love what I love what I do. This is the only thing I know how to do. I don't do anything. I don't know how to do anything else. I like you saw. I had to hire someone from TaskRabbit to put together my room. I can't even do that shit. But I've done nothing else but this. This is one thing I do understand. When it comes to blackjack and sports betting, I just love it. And I have OCD, so I'm obsessive. I get compulsive, and I'm just so obsessed. And that's why you guys giving me the opportunity to do this, I live for this. To be able to talk to you guys about sports betting and share all the experiences that I've had. Dude, I've made so many mistakes. That's what I try to teach people, to avoid the pitfalls so that they could have success earlier than I had. Like, I should have had success so much earlier in my life than what I ultimately did. I should have had financial success, career success so much earlier. I made it so much harder. I've been my own worst enemy. I truly have. I've created my biggest own problems. And I think that's just the truth with most of us. We just stand in our own way. And again, it wasn't until finally practicing what I preach, because once you get older in life, you know, they'll say the right shit. You've been through enough life experience. It's like I talk about dieting all the time. Bro, we know what it takes to not be obese. But do I have the discipline to do it? Just like I know what it takes to look like the cover of Muscle Fitness, but I don't have the discipline to do that. That's why I don't look like those dudes. Life's the same, man. We know what it takes, but do we have the discipline to follow through? That's it. And luckily with sports betting, it came to a point where I started practicing what I was preaching. I knew to say all the right things, but I wasn't doing it. I wasn't bet sizing correctly. I didn't deserve the win. The truth, want me to be honest with you? For at least a decade of betting sports, I didn't deserve to be profitable. Like, what the fuck was I doing that I deserved to beat the casino, the house? Why? Because I loved sports, because I watched sports, because I watched Sports Center, because I knew every player on the team. Like that earned me the right to be a winning sports betting trader. Like, am I fucking kidding myself? I didn't know shit. In one of the hardest rackets you could possibly take on. Like, we already know the numbers. 0.5%, or it's like making the NFL. You know how hard that is. You know what I mean? It's like being a winning sports bettor. We know how hard that is. Like, what the fuck was I thinking back then? Nothing I was doing reflected a winning sports bettor, so I didn't deserve it. I was trying to make scores. I'd put in parlays. I'd have $5,000 in my pocket and I'd be betting 500 a game. The fuck was I doing? I didn't deserve the win at all. So again, I don't want to go long. I love you guys. Those that are going to church, God bless you. Please say a prayer for me today. I won't have time, but church is where you keep it, in your heart and your soul. Wish you, your families the best. Honestly, I thank you. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope when the dust settles, we have a winning day. But regardless, I appreciate you guys sharing your time with me, trusting me for my information. And again, I swear, whether you follow or fade, because you should disagree with me a lot. Like, if there's team A or team B, we're going to disagree. We should disagree. We should disagree a lot. That's okay. That's okay. I hope when all the dust settles, we all make some money today. And then we come back tomorrow and do the same thing all over again. Go to wagerstalk.com. Join me through the end of the year. Let's have some fun through December 31st and do some freaking damage. There's a lot of good shit coming up. So let's have some fun. Love you guys. Let's go.